What is up and welcome back. Before we jump into today's video, I want to take a little bit of time and do a quick merch plug. So as you can see from the hat that I'm wearing, we've got the Keep Rippin' dad hats in this awesome washed black material, and we also got the Keep Ripping flat caps available on pre-order at the moment. We also have a whole bunch of shirts and one sweater available as well. So if you guys are interested in getting some merch to support the bike builds that we got going on over here, please check out the link on the screen and down below in the description for the online order form. And if you don't feel like parting with your hard-earned money to support the channel, there's another way you can do it as well. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way to support the channel, and we appreciate everyone that subscribes and joins us on this journey. So yeah, let's jump into today's video. Alright, if you guys watched the previous video, you would have seen that something in the KTM's motor decided to grenade itself just before the race. And if you haven't seen that video yet, I'll have it linked on the screen if you want to go ahead and check that out as well. But today we are going to tear into the KTM and see what went wrong. I actually started filming this video about a week ago, so we've already got the bike torn down, but I'm quickly going to throw in the little time-lapse section where we pull the bike apart. Okay, so as you see, that escalated fairly quickly. We have got the bike torn down most of the way. I tried to keep all the separate components as complete as possible. We still need to get some bags so we can bag and tag everything, like everything on the rear subframe is still, you know, assembled. And we are going to do a full tear down on the frame, because I mean, while we're here, we might as well just re-grease the steering stem bearings. Fortunately, the swing arm bearings and the lower arm joint is fairly new, so we'll just re-grease those and give them a good cleaning. And yeah, I think with the frame, we are gonna maybe just hit the frame with a wire wheel or something and use some generic black paint just to touch up all the spots where the frame is bashed up or where the paint is peeling off. So at least we can do some rust prevention. This isn't going to be like a all-out rebuild. We're going to clean up what we can clean up, maybe refresh what we can refresh on the budget, but the main focus is going to be the engine, because we obviously want to get it back and start riding again. So this motor is pretty freaking filthy, and I used to think that I'd keep a clean bike. So what we're gonna do before we tear it down, I'm just gonna quickly wipe it down, and then we'll start tearing it apart. I'm not gonna waste your time with another time lapse, so let's do a little bit of YouTube magic. All right, so there we go. Apologies for the noise, it started raining, but I got the motor cleaned up a bit, just a quick little brush and a wipe just to get any like loose debris off, so when we disassemble the motor, no like loose dirt or whatever goes in there. I suppose it doesn't matter because we're rebuilding the whole motor. Just want to try and kind of keep it clean. But as we go, we'll like go through it in detail and get everything like spotless before we do the assembly. So now I'm gonna throw you guys onto the tripod and we're gonna pull the top end and see what went wrong. For now, just because it's going to be like a month or two before we actually have the parts to get the motor complete. Again, I'm just going to tear off the top end and we'll inspect the crank in the casing still. I don't want to completely tear the motor apart and then in 2 months time when it's time for reassembly I completely forgot how to do it. So I'm going to try and keep it as complete as possible until I have the parts, then I can tear it down and build it up again with a fresh memory. I'm going to start by pulling off these covers on the side for the power valve, just because I suspect there might be a little bit of a mess in here because oil tends to come in here. Bit of carbon buildup, some oil residue. Okay, I see. Alright, so if you guys check this out, so a piece of the piston decided to break off right here, and that obviously bounced around and chewed up the head and the piston, the rest of the piston, but this doesn't feel too bad, so we can probably just sand this down. We'll sand down all the burrs and that should be alright. Obviously the piston is toast, but barrel, let's see. Doesn't look like there's too much damage or any damage at all in the barrel, which is good. But this is obviously just a portion of the stroke. Yeah, let's get the barrel off. Focus, man. Let's get the barrel off and assess the damage. Give it a light tap. There we go. First off, on the piston, you can see there, obviously there's a chunk that broke off over there. And then I don't know if this was or used to be the Teflon coating on the piston, or if this is just a blow-by and carbon buildup. Piston's got a whole bunch of things, and obviously a piece of the piston that chipped off got wedged in between the piston and the exhaust port and made that pretty gnarly score. And then the piston is well worn out. On the other side, obviously the piston is toast. Now let's check out the barrel. There's no like crazy scoring in the barrel. I don't know what that is, if it's a nickel that's delaminating or something, but you can even still see cross hatching in it. But that little spot right over here You can see where that piece of piston nicked that exhaust port. I don't know if this is enough cause to have the barrel re-nickeseled, or if the barrel is like excessively worn. I did okay, wait, that's just dust, but there's no scores deep enough to like catch a fingernail or anything, so maybe it just needs to be re-honed, or yeah, maybe I should just go for the safe side and just re-nickel the barrel. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any experience regarding to this, let me know in the comments down below. Okay, so the pin was being stubborn, so I just tapped it out. The bearings still seem alright. They're probably worn out, they're a bit sticky. Let's inspect the bottom end. Oh wow. Let's inspect the bottom end as well as we can from here. Wow. It's still moving fairly freely. All this oil. Okay, yeah. So I assume this is blow by, but the bottom end is still moving fairly freely. The only thing that concerns me, I know there should be a little bit of lateral play in the bottom end, but I don't know if that's in spec. Those bottom end bearings don't sound super smooth, so that's why we're doing a full rebuild, because this motor has plenty of hours on it. Okay, so I've got the motor thrown back together, well, apart for the piston. I'm not gonna stuff that thing back in there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm probably going to pull the barrel at a later stage again during the week and take it out for inspection, so we can be sure whether we need to re-nickel it or not. And then when I get the Ziploc bags, then I'll completely pull the motor apart, bag and tag everything. But like I mentioned before, for now I want to keep it as complete as possible until we start getting the new parts. In the next video, what we're probably going to do, or the next video on the KTM, what we're probably going to do is tear down the frame, clean everything up, re-grease the steering stem, give that a fresh lick of paint, and at least get that clean and ready for reassembly. And the same with the rest of the components. Whatever needs to be properly cleaned can be properly cleaned and re-greased and so on. So that's it for this video. I was just curious to see as to what went wrong in the engine, and I'm sure you guys were too. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Remember to check out the Mud and Dust Media pre-order form if you want some merch. Thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing. Peace out and keep ripping.